Hi everyone, it's Garan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna review a very interesting plugin from Audio Assault. I'm talking about the Bulldog, which is of course a recreation of the VHT Pitbull. So the VHT Pitbull is a very particular amp. It's not particularly famous, and VHTs are quite known for having their very particular sound, which is very hard to find in other amplifiers. And to quote John Brown, it's a very dry sounding amp. What this means is like when you play it, you have the sensation, a different sensation compared to other amplifiers. For example, when you play a 5150, you have a really saturated, very full, beefy sound, while this one is really unforgiving. It's if you want to bring out the tone of this amp, you really have to dig in. You really have to play with the intention in the right hand, of course. Yeah, it's very articulate, very intelligible, very mid-forward sound, in my opinion. Very detailed. I don't know. I really like the character of it, and that's why I'm so excited to have it on the plugin, which is also really good in my opinion as a plugin, because it's a sound that we are not used to. We are used to the Rectos, to the 5150s, Marshalls, all the big names in the guitar amplifications. But I'm really happy that there are brands making also plugins, recreating some less famous, less well-established amplifiers like this one. Yes, so I'm really happy to have it. I've tried this plugin in the past few days, and as I said, I really like it. It's really well made in my opinion, and it also sounds really good. But before trying it out and tweak some tones, let's hear it in a mix. So here we have the standalone version of the plugins. As you can see, we got some modules up here. We have, of course, the head. We have a tuner section, really cool. Then we have some stomp boxes with the noise gate, a frequency booster with lows and highs, and the classic tube screamer type overdrive. Then we have cab, where you can choose between two IRs and do some processing right here. And then we have some effects with delay, reverb, and the graphic EQ. Let's go back to the amp and start here. So as you can see, we have 3 channels: lead, rhythm, and clean, a graphic EQ, depth and presence control, and then we have some switches right here. So now it is on the default settings, and here is how it sounds. So as you can see, even if we are on the lead channel with, gain at noon, so it should be quite high, it's not really that distorted. So let's try this switch, which is the high gain switch, and immediately you have more distortion. You also have a boost. I don't know if it is just a boost to get more distortion, or if it's an actual boost before the amp, but let's try it. really liked the shape of this distortion. It's very dry, it's very mid-focused. Really, really interesting. Let's tweak a little bit. So we have this edge switch right here. For what I can hear, there's just a little bit of a push on the height. Let's try this shift. So this gives you a little bit of a more middle forward sound, which is nice. But now what I really miss is a little bit more of distortion. So let's go to the stomp and let's crank this volume. Let's dial the drive back for now, a bit of tone, and let's try to tweak the cab a little bit. So I find that this Bulldog 4x12 is a good point to start. Even on its own, it's really good. So let's go back to the amp a little bit and tweak also the rhythm channel, which is actually my favorite. I find it is more intelligible. So let's tweak it a little bit. Let's give it more gain. Let's try this switch. Now it's normal gain. I find that the high gain modes in both the channels just compresses the sound a little bit too much, and I actually prefer the normal gain because it's a little bit more dynamic. You can hear you have more headroom, so I kind of like it. So let's give it just a little bit of gain. Let's put it on the boost. On this channel you can really hear the difference that this shift button makes. I really like how more vocal it becomes. It's really particular, not extreme, really subtle but effective. So this edge switch here is a little bit less effective in my opinion. So yeah, let's go now to the cab section and try to blend another input response. So let's go to the second side of this IR loader. Okay, let's try this one. Go back to the first IR. Okay, it's really nice. As you can see, you have a bunch of controls right here. You have some, let's go here, some high pass and low pass. It's very extreme. So let's put it like 60 Hertz. Pass. But the more interesting controls are here. You have the position of the mic on the comb, on the speaker. So here is more centered. Here is more on the side. And here you have the proximity effect slider. So if you put it here, you have a more distant microphone and more less bass, sorry. And right here you have right on the speaker. Much more bass. Really nice. Let's try to load an impulse response that is external to the plugin. So let's load one of our pack. Let's do the Verge. Yeah, let's try this, the NT55. So let's try to tweak it a little bit. From my understanding, these sliders are actually some algorithms that tweak the sound in some way. It's not like they blend some different IRs, because if you select another IR that is not included with the input with the plugin, you can see it affects it also. So it might be some kind of post-processing it does, but it sounds quite convincing, so doesn't matter, it's good. Let's tweak this a little bit. Let's put back the other impulse response and start to blend. God, I love this tone. Okay, let's back to the original IR. So it was like, oh fuck me, here. Let's go to this one. Really good. So what I miss here now is a little bit of attack. You can see if even though I'm picking quite hard, it doesn't have that very aggressive attack that you would expect for modern metal. This is not necessarily intended for modern stuff like gent and stuff, but it's kind of weird if you don't have it for more modern genres, so try to get it. Now I hear that the sound is a little bit too compressed, so let's try to put a little bit of drives just for the sake of it. Yeah, it's nice if you want to have a more beefy tone. Let's try this boost. It's really particular because it's not just a high boost like, you know, this tone here. It gives you something different. Can you hear this like so listen if I take it off and put it on, what difference it makes. So this is off. It gives you that mid bite that is really interesting, but it's not what you would expect from a high boost like this. Let's try the low boost a little bit. Oops, let's turn it on. Yeah, I don't really think I need this right now. Let's try with the coil splits. Now that I think about it, this kind of high boost gives you that twang that single coils have more in comparison to humbuckers. It has this dang, dang, dang. If you just put it on, it has even more. Yeah, that's filthy. Try to have a little bit the input pushed, like 30 dB. Just see what happens. Not really liking it. I really like the sensation of headroom that you get by playing through this. You know, it's really like playing through a real amp. It's really hard to find this kind of feel in plugins. I think they achieved a really good results with this one. Let's try the effects. So you have some EQ, not gonna use it now. Let's put on a delay. Oh my god. Oof, I really dig this delay. It's very lively. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like I'm playing really through a really big stereo rig. It's a really good sensation. Let's try the reverb. Really nice also the reverb. Let's try to exaggerate it a little bit. I really like it. It's very nice, but the delay it's just special. Yeah, nice. So, shall we try some cleans also? Yeah, I think so. So let's go to the clean channel. Let's try to push it a little bit with the screamer. So this is with the boost engaged. Right. Shift off. screamer. I feel they need a little bit of compression before, so if you use this in a mix, I would maybe compress the DI track a little bit to get it tighter. But it's a really, really nice clean. Let's try to put on some effects. Yeah, I really, really like it. So what do you think? I really enjoyed playing through it. It's really particular again. It's not something that you can find anywhere. And I mean in terms of tone, of course, in terms of response, I really liked how dynamic it is. You really have the sensation of playing through a real amp, which is something that in other plugins is not always so evident. So I think the Audio Assault has made a really, really good job at recreating this amp. And yeah, you should definitely go check it out to have a tool that is different to the plethora of emulations of more famous amplifiers out there. Also, now that it's just come out, it's really cheap. It's like $19. So for a plugin like this, I think it's really a bargain. So tell me in the comments if you enjoyed the tones just as much as I did. And if you also have this plugin, tell me in the comments if you like it and what do you think about it in general. I would really like to know. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little review. See you next time.